Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. Previously, bad things happened. The storyteller's final chapter has partially come to pass. He went in front of the bell tower that spooked Belduke a few weeks ago. Well, months, I suppose. And who should be on the bell tower up top but Espella? And by all appearances, she has cast a spell to summon a big fire dragon, which promptly killed the storyteller, or at the very least engulfed him in flames. And now the whole gang's trying to gather any clue they can. They're rushing because this special outdoor trial is being set up as they speak, and Layton and Luke are being led by Constantine to go check out the storyteller's tower, and so many things going on at once. Oh yeah, and Barnum, he was arrested by Darklaw because Barnum had to open his big stupid mouth and try and claim that the High Inquisitor was a witch, but he had no proof because he's an idiot, and now he's in jail. It's not good. It's not good at all. Oh yeah, I guess I should say a little. Yeah, the games I've recently been playing. Final Fantasy XIV, patch 6.4.5, is really good. Good times. Pikmin 4 is really good. Very good times. I think it might be my new favorite Pikmin game. It's so good. And I think I've only scratched the surface of it too. It's just, perfection. Diablo 4 Season 1. Fucking dog shit. Holy God. I'm mad about that. Anyway. There they go with Espella's pendant. And I was totally planning on giving it back to her the next time I saw her. But more than that, I so wanted to try fitting the pendant into that recess in the panel. Oh, yes, me too. What now? No way is that panel just there for decoration. I better add it to my items for future reference. Attention, everyone? Uh-oh. Oh, it's this asshole again. The preparations of this evening's special outside courtroom have now been completed. Summon the High Inquisitor. It is time we prepared for the trial. Each and every citizen shall no doubt wish to bear witness to this evening's trial. Overcrowding is to be anticipated. All officers to their stations. Let's hope this final court session find a proud place within Labyrinthia's history. I forget what voice I gave this guy. It just didn't stick. Nick! Looks like we're out of time, Maya. I guess that's the end of this investigation. You think we'll be alright? We didn't really have time to finish. We did what we could in the time we had. Let's go. I have a feeling Espella is going to be moved to the defendant's waiting room soon. You know, Nick? What? I've been thinking. It's no accident that you and I found ourselves in Labyrinthia. Maya. The reason we're here is for the trial tonight. I know what you mean. I think so too. And I'm sure Professor Layton and Luke feel the same way. I just know they'll bring back a clue or two to save Espella. Yeah, you're right. That means we've got to give this trial everything we've got, Maya. Okay, Nick, let's do this thing. You bet. We'll do what we do best. We'll fight to the very end for Espella. Yeah. To be continued. Right now. Do I want to save? No, I'm fine. Actually, wait, hold on. I think it's actually been a couple videos worth of hours since I last saved... Oh, I should have done that. Next chance I get. Professor. What is it, my boy? What do you think about what happened tonight? On the surface, it certainly did appear that the storyteller's assailant could be none other than Isabella. But surely not. However, even if it did seem that way, that does not necessarily make it the truth. And if it transpires that Isabella is in fact innocent, then there must be some form of contradiction of proof to support as much. Yes, you're right. I'll bet Mr. Wright won't miss even the slightest shred of evidence. Mr. Wright and Maya are investigating the scene of the crime as we speak. We, meanwhile, must search for something to prove Isabella's innocence. In doing so, the truth should become evident as a matter of course. Man, something wrong with my throat? I feel like it's a bit different. Maybe this is just what missing one day of recording will do to you. I feel like I'm not quite nailing the same voices whatever. I see. In the time that I've spent with Isabella, I've never once doubted her character. There's just no way she could do anything as terrible as what happened in that square. Boy, I sure wish you had that kind of faith in Maya, who you've known for an equal amount of time. I believe in her, Professor. I know you do, Luke. We are Isabela's friends, and as such, we must believe in her. Too right. First, let's make our way through the gate. Uh-oh, the door's still locked. And there are no knights here to open it. Bork. What's the matter, Constantine? Bork. That's great, thanks. He says there's another way in, which only the knights know about. That's a relief. Could you show us the way, Constantine? Bork? Oh, hey, it's her! I can replay puzzles I've missed. That is really convenient. Professor, that's our chance to sneak in. The guards seem to be gone. Without the storyteller to protect, they are at a loss as to what they should be doing. Good evening, Mr. Layton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, indeed, Miss Mystery. But I must say I'm surprised to be meeting you at a place like this. After seeing the storyteller's parade earlier, I've been unable to simply sit still in the library. But at the same time, wandering around aimlessly doesn't solve anything either. And again, meeting you like this, Professor, has given some meaning to my wandering. If you'd like to try your hand at any unsolved puzzles or puzzles that you didn't manage to encounter, I will happily show you them now. So yeah, I think I did miss a few, right? I know there's a one dagger puzzle with Rouge. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess when I hear chalices, I don't think seedy criminal bar. I think of high society. You have mugs in those bars, man. Okay. Well, shoot. This might be my last chance to... You know what? Yeah, you know what? I have the whole night ahead of me. Yeah, I have time. I'll give this one more shot. Let's see if we can't solve this. Oh. Wait, think I got it. I think I got it. Okay. Please. Please. Victory!
Your Honor, there is a clear contradiction in this puzzle. Puzzle solved. Take that.
Okay, I'm not even gonna tell you how long that took. My nemesis has been defeated. That was splendid. Damn straight it was. It was fun, though. It was fun. Okay. So where the frick Constantine go? Oh, I guess we're just skipping the how of it, huh? Follow that dog, I guess. Who'd have thought the storyteller would come to such an end? I'm still finding it hard to believe, even now. I mean, what's to become of us? Wish I knew. I'm more worried about Inquisitor Barnum. He's been held on suspicion of treason. This whole thing is just one big headache. No matter what, the future ain't looking too bright. Enough of your pathetic whining. You call yourselves knights? Oh, it's the captain. Yeah, I do wonder why they bothered making that vigilante dude when this guy existed. He could fulfill the same role, you know? The storyteller's gone, Inquisitor Barnum's gone, and who do you think is suffering the most because of it? The townsfolk, that's who. It's now that they need us the most. We must be there for them to offer our support. Yes, sir, that's certainly true, but with things the way they are, what can we possibly do? Pitiful. Over there, isn't that? It would appear even the knights are unsettled, my boy. What's going to become of Labyrinthia now? Well, according to the final story, once all this is sorted out, there will be fresh hope for the future. So it's a little early to be losing heart just yet. I hope you're right. Let's do our best to make it so, Professor. What's this? Someone's coming this way, isn't that? And what are you two doing here? We're heading for the Storyteller's Tower. There may be something left to uncover, so we're going there now to find out. Did you say the Storyteller's Tower? Uh-oh, I hope this doesn't mean we're about to be surrounded by knights pointing swords at us again. Bork. Well, if it isn't little Constantine. Oh, I see. This must mean you're working on behalf of Inquisitor Barnum. Well, in that case, the tower is up ahead. You may proceed. In fact, I insist that you proceed. Oh. I have a feeling there's some unfinished business that only you can take care of. For all our sakes, go there and fulfill your quest. And in doing so, show us all that there is still hope for the future of Labyrinthia. Captain! Very well. We shan't let you down. Let's go, Luke. The Storyteller's Tower stands right ahead of us. Right you are, Professor. Yeah! Look, I can see the tower right over there. But how do we get to it? I believe this may be where our little friend comes in handy. Wouldn't you say, Luke? Right, of course. Bork. Huh, I see. You're saying there's a path? You said that there's a path leading from behind the audience room right over to the Storyteller's Tower. One could hardly ask for a better guide. Bork. Oh, really? He just said, "You've nothing to worry about while I'm here." And then he added, "You might want to worry about that Sir Blue Knight, though." I hope Mr. Wright and Maya are able to come across some clues. I don't think we need to worry too much about them. I'm sure they'll be all right. Wouldn't you agree, my boy? Of course, Professor. While I was teaming up with Mr. Wright, one thing became clear to me. He's definitely someone that will always do his best to protect his friends. I agree, Luke. He's a fine young lawyer with a heart of gold. I'm quite confident that trial is safe in his capable hands. Me too. And then there's Maya, always strong and courageous. Not to mention full of energy. She's a bit reckless sometimes, but always with good intent. We're lucky to have them on our side. I'm really glad we met them, aren't you, Professor? Yes, Luke, I'd certainly agree with you there. Both Mr. Wright and Miss Fey are friends that can truly be relied upon. But at the same time, High Inquisitor Darklaw will be a most formidable opponent, one unlikely to make any careless slips. Which is why we must all do our best and work together. Including me, right? Of course. I certainly couldn't do this without you, Luke. Don't worry, Professor. I'll give it everything I've got. That's the spirit, my boy. That is one cool-ass tower. Hot damn! Wow, you don't realize how tall the tower is until you see it up close like this. It certainly looks ominous in the moonlight. There's a vital clue waiting for us here. Isn't there, Professor? That's what I'm counting on, Luke. And it would seem that Inquisitor Barnum had the same idea. That would explain why Constantine is helping us. So this is the tower in which the Creator resides. The tower that none of the townsfolk, nor even the knights, dare visit. It's surrounded in secrecy, that's for sure. It's a bit like Eldridge Woods. Indeed. Those woods are certainly an enigma in themselves. Not to mention those underground ruins. Talk about mysterious places. If the storyteller really did know everything about Labyrinthia, I'd have liked to have asked him a thing or two about them. It's possible there may be clues related to those places, as well as a number of other matters waiting for us within that tower. In which case, there could also be any manner of traps or contrivances awaiting us as well. We shall have to be doubly careful from here on in. Got it, Professor. Bork? You've what? You've completed your mission? He says he's worried about his master and wants to return to him now. We couldn't have come this far without your fine guidance, Constantine. We can take it from here. Bork. Constantine says we're the ones his master chose, so he knows he can leave this quest with us in good faith. We're honored, Constantine. Thank you for your help. Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care on your way back. Bork. Inquisitor Barnum loves this town more than anyone and has done his utmost to protect it. Let's bear that in mind too, Luke. We have a responsibility to fight to the end, for him and for everyone else in this town. I'm ready if you are, Professor. Aw, yeah. Oof. That's a hell of a tower. Whoa! There's a hint coin on the moon! How did we get that? Like, you could logic it and be like, oh yeah, I guess they're picking up these hint coins as they examine the environment. But, no, they just kind of got that from the moon. Look, Professor, you can see the ocean from up here. We must be at the coast of Labyrinthia. The sea is quite tranquil here. There is not a ship or light for miles. Come on. Found 2 hidden coins. There's the 3rd. Oh, hello. Let me guess, sealed with a puzzle? It seems the mechanisms put in place to protect the tower are still operating. Does that mean we can't get inside? No, I wouldn't say so. This particular mechanism is in the form of a puzzle. If we solve it, perhaps we can enter. Bring it on. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is going on here? There are 12 gems, each of them numbered between 1 and 12. There's also a set of 3 triangles with gems already inside them. Keep in mind, these gems cannot be moved. Place the gems from your hand so that the sum of all the numbers on each triangle's perimeter adds up to 39. Each triangle's perimeter. Okay, well, here's 3, and here's 6 on this triangle. So I need to add 2 more that will, take it to 39, was it? Yeah, 39. Huh? I must be fundamentally misunderstanding this. Place the gems from your hand so that the sum of all the numbers on each triangle's perimeter adds up to 39. Like all at once or each? It must be all at once then. Let's see. Here's these 3 make 18. Here's 21, 27, 32. And I need to add 7 to get to 39. I mean, don't tell me it's something where I have to, like, add all of these. Wait, so, okay. I don't understand this. Okay, you know what? Maybe this isn't a triangle. Maybe there are only 2. This one and this one. And I can ignore, like, this little triangle here, and this, and that, and this, and, So, these 3, the 9, the 8, and 5, these aren't in the perimeter of the outer one? Right? Okay, so I've got 1, 6, and 3. That makes 10. So what can I add to the perimeter to make 39? Well... Here's 24. Or, I mean, 22, rather. Sorry. 32... 39? What? Oh, hey! Ooh. Okay. Now this little one in here. Okay, so 23 in here, right? Did I get that right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure 17 plus 5 is 23. Wait. No, it's 22. Wait, this is also 22. So that would be 22 plus 11 is 33. Oh, did I just add these two? Hello? Yeah, Hello? Huh? What? Oh, yeah, I did it, yeah, I'm so smart. I am so, yeah, that was, oh god. What the hell was I doing?
That was indeed an intriguing
I think I
puzzle.
1/4 understood that? That was so vague to me. Okay. A shiver runs down your spine as the door opens and an eerie silence fills the air. Just what awaits you on the other side. Please no more of that. Please, please, please. Professor, you did it. Professor? Doesn't it seem peculiar to you, Luke? To get here, we had to make our way beyond the guard post and through the knight's garrison. That would normally be considered sufficient defense against intruders, or so one would imagine. Yeah, I guess you're right. There were several knights around as well. It's almost like he was fearful of attack from witches. And yet, in addition, we found that contrivance in place on the door. It would suggest to me that something of great importance must be contained within. Let's go on and find out, Professor. Oh, come on, man. Oh, fine. This time I will save. Let's see. Oldest file. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's 5 hours? Okay. I'm glad I saved. Wait, what? Really? Chapter 8, the final witch trial? Really? Wow, that was a short chapter. It's finally starting, the last witch trial. The witch's court will no longer serve any purpose once the great witch Bezella is burned. But Espella isn't Bezella. I'm not buying it one bit. I mean, the storyteller is her father. I don't know what happened between them, but a father would never do that to his child. Manfred von Karma. The best. Gustavia. I think you're right, Maya. Not to mention, like, you could make an argument for a Misty Fae, too. But no one else does. They're all throwing accusations at her. I just feel so sorry for Espella. It feels like this whole case is under some kind of bad spell. A spell? Yeah, we just can't see it yet. That's why it's so vital that we expose the real witch behind all this. We've got to do it during this trial. I believe in you, Nick. Oh, by the way. Huh? Yeah? What are you going to do during this trial? I mean, if you were thinking about watching... What? You mean you don't want me to be by your side? I didn't take you for such a cold-hearted guy, Nick. That's not what I mean. Let me finish before you start jumping to conclusions. What I was going to say is that you can't let people see you. You're supposed to be, dead. You were cast into the flames, remember? Oh, right, that. You mean after I was on trial for the murder of Sir Top Hat? Don't underestimate me, Sir Blue Knight. Huh? I've already got it covered. Check it out, I brought this with me. With this masterful disguise, I shall be transformed into Maya the Ironclad. I found it in Barnum's room and figured I'd take it, borrow it for a while. Don't tell me you're going to the trial wearing that helmet. I sure am. Can't be Maya the Ironclad without being clad in some iron. Let's just hope Barnum doesn't flip out if he sees you wearing his trusty headgear. Anyway, I'm going to do what I can to help. We've got to save Espella, right? We will. Come on, let's get going. It's time to break whatever bad spell Espella's under and put an end to these witch trials once and for all. Right. You're okay with that, aren't you, Espella? Whoa. The bell tower. This time the flames are definitely real.
There's a ton of people out there, Nick.
Let's do this. Come on.
Yo.
Now, as scheduled,
the
trial of Espella Cantabella shall commence forthwith. Knights of the court, are you ready now to cross your swords of justice?
The Knights of the Inquisition have spent countless years trying to track down the elusive Great Witch. The secret of her identity shall finally be brought to light in this very court. All those present, pay attention so that the truth may be burned into your memory. Today, the legend of the Great Witch shall become a closed chapter in the history of Labyrinthia.
Oh, that's cool. That sure is a weird symbol on the palm of her hand. I wonder where I've seen that before. I don't know. Could be from anything.
You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. It's so loaded, but at the same time, oddly subdued.
And now, the whole truth shall be revealed to all. The moon, eye of the night, shall bear witness to that. Don't you agree, Defender?
Your Honor, the defense is ready.
How regrettable. I see you won't allow yourself to be provoked.
Oh. Boy, this feels heavy. I'm hyped. You may now begin your opening statement, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Man. Thank you. People of Labyrinthia, the story has ended. Its end has been sealed through the storyteller's death. The one who put an end to the life of the storyteller and to the story which governed our lives was the great witch Bezella, a foul embodiment of evil who has long been lurking among us, concealed deep within the consciousness of a certain girl. I'm sure you are all aware of her name. I refer, of course, to Espella Cantabella. Oh, it's so nice that she has her cat. They want to burn the cat too. Today, at dusk, a tragedy unfolded right in front of us all. A giant fire dragon descended into the town square, devouring the storyteller. 'Twas a nightmarish vision that we shall never be able to forget. That fearsome fire beast, of which we had only heard tell through legend, returned at the hand of the Great Witch.
Indeed, it was just as in the illustrations of the legendary fire.
And the girl, within whose heart lies the Great Witch herself, has committed her final and most heinous crime. The crime of patricide. May this trial serve as an offering to the storyteller who can be with us no longer.
Thank you, High Inquisitor. The Inquisition may now begin proceedings.
As I have said, this unthinkable crime took place in the town square, within plain sight of all Labyrinthians. Everyone is a witness. Surely there can be no need for a formal interrogation?
You can't say that.
I suggest you mind your temper, Defender. In a few moments, you will have no option but to accept the truth. Once we hear it from the very mouth of the accused. From Espella? The Inquisition hereby demands that the accused, Espella Cantabella, testify about her crime. Or rather, that she confess to it.
The Inquisition's request shall be granted. Bring Espella Cantabella down to the witness stand.
This is it. The last trial. In all likelihood, Espella will admit to the charges. I have only one chance to break whatever spell she's under. When she testifies, there are bound to be some clues to the truth in there. Now that you're here, witness, state your name and tell us your real name as well.
My name is Espella Cantabella, but I have another name too, Bazella.
Order in the court. Then you really do admit that you are the Great Witch. You openly concede that you are Bazella herself, the cause of all evil and destruction.
Yes. I knew it. We're done. She's Bazella. How terrifying. I mean, she killed her own father.
How dare she kill our beloved storyteller?
We don't want a trial. We want to see her burn. Burn! Burn!
The Inquisition was right. The accused herself has spoken. It would seem there is no need for an interrogation.
I assure you there is none. The only possible verdict has been clear to everyone from the very beginning.
Hold it!
What is she... Is she wearing, like, a baker's outfit? Huh. Let's hear Espella's, the accused side of the story. Magic exists in this world, right? So if you think about it, Espella could be under the influence of a spell, too.
What I would like to know is this. Just who in the world are you? A young knight?
Oh, me?
How to put it? I feel as if we've met somewhere before. It was... where was it again?
We haven't. It's just your imagination, Your Honor. My lord, as for who I am... I'm with Sir Blue Knight, not in a romantic way, of course. Oh... Well, that's good. I ship Phoenix with Edgeworth anyway.
Is this a friend of yours, Defender?
Yes, and, don't comment on the helmet, please. She really wouldn't, like to have her face seen. How can I put this gently? It's not something you'd want to look at. What are you talking about? You make it sound like there's a problem with my face. I can assure you we have no interest in your face, miss. Although I do wonder where you acquired that particular helm. Why's that? A helm of that ilk is not something you can simply purchase from a street stall. Well, I found it in the forest. Finders keepers, you know. What are you doing, Maya? You promised me you wouldn't draw any attention. Sorry, Nick. I lost it a bit. Well, anyway, the defense's opinion is as follows. We should hear the defendant's testimony before coming to a verdict. There may be some things even she isn't aware of. How amusing. As this is to be the last witch trial ever held, perhaps it is only fitting that we cross swords before you accept your defeat.
I agree. Thus, the accused herself will now testify. Miss Cantabella, tell the court of your involvement in this incident.
About the incident. I finally realized that Bezella has been lying dormant within me.
Whoa, is she cognizant now?
Once evening fell and the rain ceased, I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower and awaited the parade. I waited for my father's speech to end, and then I summoned the fire dragon. I don't know why I killed my father.
That was a very unusual testimony. When you used magic against your father, were you doing so as a Spella Cantabella or as the Great Witch Bezella?
A most fascinating query. However, it matters not.
The Inquisition has ingeniously solved the query by disregarding it.
What matters is that Bezella exists within this girl. Being a witch is a crime. Such a fundamental rule will always hold. And this girl here is not just any witch. She is the Great Witch. Spella has admitted the charges, just as I suspected. I just have to hope I can find some contradictions in her testimony. If I don't, we can kiss this trial goodbye.
The defense may begin the interrogation.
Defender, steady your sword of justice. Should I see it waver or point in the wrong direction, I will not hesitate to cut down your arguments and end this interrogation. You had better keep that in mind.
Cross-examination. I'm ready.
I finally realize that Bezella has been lying dormant within me.
Hold it!
You say you finally realized.
Yes, I've always had a feeling, but my memory is rather hazy. I've always felt as though I'm not who I think I am, and that I've forgotten something very important. Incidentally, when did you become aware of Bazella's presence within you? It was when I went to the Great Archive with Mr. Layton and Luke. Ever since I saw the mural depicting Bazella, I started having strange flashbacks. I saw things from the distant past, memories of the legendary fire.
The legendary fire?
I saw it. I was there when it happened. I saw the town consumed by flames.
You couldn't have. That's impossible. The legendary fire occurred over 100 years ago, and there were no survivors.
Yes, I know that. But it's true. I remember it happening. Because I'm Bazella. Once evening fell, and the rain ceased. I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower and awaited the parade.
Hold it!
Where were you before that? We were looking for you.
I'm not sure. When I came to, I was in the town. It was pouring, so I wanted to go to Aunt Patty's bakery and wait for it to stop. But I couldn't face her, so I just went to the forest instead.
So you were in the forest until the incident. We couldn't find you, though.
The rain finally stopped and the time came. I made my way over to the town square. I was feeling strange, as if I wasn't myself. Then, I noticed I was up in the bell tower looking down at the square.
Ispella's not a witch, and that means there's got to be something strange about this statement.
Witness, continue your testimony.
Yes, my lord. I waited for my father's speech to end, and then I summoned the fire dragon.
Hold it!
You summoned the fire dragon with that spell, Grandworm, right?
Yes, that's the one. Although I won't say it now, I'm sure something terrible would happen if I did.
That's fine, absolutely fine. No need to prove that statement. In fact, the court forbids you to prove it.
Of course I won't say it.
Come on, this is supposed to be the Great Witch?
Look at her. There's no way Isabella is a witch. It must be like you said, Nick. Someone's cast an evil spell on her.
Something in this testimony keeps nagging at me, that's for sure. I just need to figure out what.
I don't know why I killed my father.
Hold it!
That may be because you didn't kill him.
Objection!
It's useless, Defender. Witness, who killed the storyteller? It was me. I summoned the fire dragon. I killed him. The storyteller chose his own death. That is a fact that cannot be changed. 'Tis common knowledge that all things written in the story will become a reality. And Bazella's appearance has been written into the story's final chapter. She has no choice but to act out the role that has been written for her.
In other words, everything happens in accordance with the storyteller's story.
Nick? Have you noticed how weird Isabella is acting today?
I sure have. It's almost like she's a puppet. But who's pulling the strings? Meow.
Eve. Nick, look, check it out, it's Eve. She must be here to root for Espella.
I don't think a cat's emotional support is going to help us all that much.
Well, this is an unexpected intrusion. But as we're in the middle of an interrogation, I will ask the witness to carry on with her testimony.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Huh. I've got to find those contradictions and fast.
Nick, we can't let it end yet. Look, even Eve showed up to root for us.
Eve? Oh, right, that black cat. The Great Witch Bezella always has a black cat by her side, huh?
Huh. But you know, if Bezella's always accompanied by a cat, then she should have had it with her when the incident happened, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Eve had flaming scarf. Now that she mentions it, I think I saw a black cat at the bell tower when it happened. What, you saying... Is the cat the Great Witch? You think I might be onto something? A witch with a trusty black cat, huh? Okay, let's look at all our evidence. Okay. Flower-covered robe. Well, the robe that Espella wore to the tower, it got soaking wet from the rain. Can I do something with that? Or I could say the bell tower was constantly guarded and there were no trespassers. Goodness, you could go either way. Once evening fell and the rain ceased, I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower. If that's true, why is this wet from rain? But also, I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower and away to the parade. How is that true if it was constantly guarded? Well, I think the rain is the most direct thing here, so...
Objection!
What? What the fuck? Come on, dude. If a spell was sheltering from the rain and waiting for it to stop, it would become dry. Great. I lost one of my 5 precious health bar thingies. On the very first question of this long trial. Frick hell, okay.
Objection!
Vigilantes were guarding the bell tower all day.
Is that the Vigilantes' report?
Indeed, and according to this, the vigilantes have been constantly guarding the entrance to the bell tower ever since it appeared.
However, there is nothing about Espella going up the tower in the report.
Objection!
Your memory must have failed you. That girl is a witch, the Great Witch at that. It's only natural to assume that she used something akin to invisibility magic. Isn't that so, witness? Yes, I used an invisibility spell to enter the tower unnoticed.
Objection!
Even magic follows certain rules in this world. Witches need to be holding a Telea Magica in order to use magic. And you weren't in possession of one at the time.
Oh,
Objection!
how horrifying your ignorance is.
Excuse me?
Did you honestly think the difference between a regular witch and the Great Witch was in name alone? The Great Witch, unlike other witches, can command any magic she desires without the use of a witch's scepter.
Ah, frick.
Objection!
That's news to me.
Every labyrinthian should know about that.
A witch's scepter can hold only 2 magic gems at once. Who ever heard of a great witch that could only use 2 spells? Gah!
Order, order.
In any case, this should convince you that the accused entered the tower.
This is a sketch showing footprints.
It was raining before the parade reached the town square. Obviously, if you walk through muddy streets before climbing up a staircase, you will inevitably leave footprints on the steps. This sketch shows that there were indeed muddy footprints present on the bell tower stairs. And since you'd no doubt be quick to ask, I can tell you that they match the sole of the accused's shoes.
Crap.
It's certain that the accused climbed up the bell tower after the rain had fallen.
Very well. The court accepts this sketch as evidence.
I almost pity you, defender. The evidence you threw in our faces with such verve was, sadly, useless.
Indeed. It would seem there were no problems with that testimony after all. Let us not waste time. If you could carry on with the interrogation.
That is, if the defender hasn't run out of ideas yet.
The judge seems ready to announce the verdict any second now. I've got to find a flaw in her testimony and fast. I need a solid lead in this case. Uh-oh. Well, we could say, I don't know why I killed my father. Could we use... Well, No, we don't have... We don't have the story, the last chapter in our evidence. Well, this looks like a problem for future Zephyr. Yeah, I guess now's as good a time as any to just end things. I do wonder if we'll have like some intermission. Like maybe Phoenix will stall for enough time that the court will have to take a recess, and then we'll swap over to Layton and Luke, because I really do want to see what's in that tower, man. I hope they remember that the vital evidence is supposed to be at the very top. Oh, and God, jeez, I still have no idea what the hell I did in that puzzle at the door. So it feels like Darklaw is the puppeteer here. The way that light trails behind her claw as it swooshes around. Not only is it cool looking, but it almost reads as puppeteer's strings, you know? And the way Espella just, her eyes glaze over, and she utters self-incriminating lines right after Darklaw says her piece. It's just too perfect. It feels like Darklaw is the one pulling the strings. But then again, I think, if I freaking think back to Eve, sitting there with Espella on the tower with the scarf on fire, I'm like, I mean, it wouldn't be too beyond a witch's capability to, like, shapeshift, right? Maybe Eve is the Great Witch Bezella, and maybe send her memories into Espella, or I don't know. I just don't know. But all I know is the atmosphere is great. The stakes feel high. Thankfully, Espella's not being burned at the stake, but still dynamically lowered into the fire. It's a very real fire. There's no trap door to save her this time. No, sir. Unless the storyteller lived because there's a secret trap door in the floor that he slipped down before the Grand Worm spell hit him. And it just so happens that at this very spot, this fire behind Espella was put on that very spot where the storyteller slipped away. And then when Espella gets lowered by the cage into the flames and it drops down, the thing will open and she'll fall down the same trap door in the floor that the storyteller escaped through. No. That's how my brain works. Well. Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time where this final trial continues. Until then, please take care.